Hello and welcome to a new video. Like already the fifth one in I think 24 hours on my channel, but yeah, we have so much going on right now. There's more to come tomorrow, but here we have Tapu Koko, the new legendary Pokemon in the Ultra League. Having the moveset of Thunderbolt and Thunderbolt and the Brave Bird here. I wish it had a Wild Charger though, because right now the two cheapest moves it has are both 55 energy, which is kind of a problem for it. It's not very bulky as well, which, okay, we are playing Ultra League, not Master League, but also in Master League it won't be very bulky. But at least it got the Brave Bird, which I was pretty happy about, because Brave Bird is something that you also play in the main series games with this Pokemon. And just having the coverage on electric types against the, or for example also against ground types, but also against like the grass types, it's very cool to have this. And with this team, my first game, I don't know if this is, no, this is most likely not my first game which I played with it, but I'm not sure. But the first game that I played with this team, of course my games are always randomized, I don't know which game is on where. Yeah, here I won easily. The first game I played with this team, I went for a draw, like I drawed with my opponent. And then I think I went on a 10-game win streak with this team, with Tapu Koko in Ultra League. I mean, I'm not the craziest highest elo right now, but I'm also not in the lowest, like 2,200 area or whatever. I'm like 2,700 right now, because I tanked a little bit, because you have so many sets right now. But I didn't expect this. Like, I would have never thought that I would have get that high, or like in general, like such a good result with Tapu Koko in Ultra League, because if you look on paper it looks so bad. And the one game that we lost, which we had in the end, then I don't know when it's gonna come, we lost thanks to Go Battle Lag. And also here, like, the game felt very clunky, and I still went on a 10-game win streak, which is insane. But yeah, the last game we lost to like a lot of Go Battle Lag on multiple stages, which then in the end added up and we couldn't do anything about it. But in general, we had like a 10-game win streak with this team, one draw in the lead in the first game, and then one loss in 12 games that I played with it. Very, very cool. I definitely enjoyed it, and I didn't expect anything like this. And we also had bad leads, for example Swampert. And we have a Trevenant here against us. Very cool. Yeah, like we had stuff like this as well. We had a lot of times like leads and hard counter answers against me, and we still came back a lot of times. I don't know if we came back from this one. We will see. But the thing is, we didn't come back because of Tapu Koko. Like, Tapu Koko is not good at all in Ultra League. The thing is, I just have one of the best cores in the bag, which just... The thing is... playing stuff like Trevenant, I mean, yeah, Trevenant is more common, but also Swampert is more common, but both of them are kind of squishy. They're not like as easy to play, but if you know how to play them, you basically can destroy everybody with that. It's like the thing with like Swampert and Trevenant, or like in general, like those meta, not that bulky, but like high damage, high charge move, like pressure Pokemon. If you know how to play and you really, really play well, you can destroy nearly everything with that. It's basically like a cheat code. And here, look at this. I have a Talonflame against me. He still has a shield. We have our Trevenant. It looks so bad, but he shields the Seed Bump. We have our Shadow Ball already, and we're still gonna be able to win the game, even though we got hard countered the hell out of there. Like, completely, my entire team got hard counted. And this was fine. Here, next game, Meganium Lead. Meganium Lead is actually not that good, but you would get to the Brave Bird before they get to the Earthquake, so we always gonna get a shield here in the lead at least. And we see here, my opponent sadly knows that we have Brave Bird, I guess, and he's just gonna shield, or he just like guessed that we had something good. The other moves, by the way, are Thunder and Dazzling Gleam on the Tapu Koko. I don't think it actually learns Moonblast, if I know. I think it learns Play Rough though. Maybe Play Rough would have been a little bit cooler than Dazzling Gleam. I just hope that they give it like Wild Charge. If they give it Wild Charge, I think this Pokemon has a lot of potential. It's very, very good. Here we have a Registeel, some interesting Pokemon again. But yeah, you see like a lot of games where I just have then my two Pokemon in the bag, my Swampert and my Trevenant, and I'm just destroying everybody with them. Here we have actually, I think I had to have Guts, but I'm not sure. Was it this? Yeah, I'm actually gonna go for the Earthquake, because he still had a shield. He could easily shield this and would have put him in a very good scenario, but because he didn't shield, we're gonna be able to get to a Hydro Cannon here. I hope that he shields this. He does shield this. We baited him here perfectly. And here you see, like, this is the thing with those Pokemon. If you know how to bait, you know when to bait, you know how to play those games out. you're gonna be able to catch something like the Focus Blast here as well. And you just outplay your opponents. Like, I wouldn't have been able to win this game if I didn't outplay my opponent. I had to play very good to pull off so many wins with this team, because it's like, at least Tapu Koko isn't very good against Talonflame. I think you win on 2 shields though against Talonflame, I would guess. We see the Politoed coming in, definitely the best answer to a Tapu Koko. And we just have to hope that he doesn't have Blizzard here and he gets to the move before me, and I was like, please don't be Blizzard. It wasn't Blizzard, he baited me with the Weather Ball. I can go for a Seed Bomb. I should be able to put him low or get the shield. Oh, I put him low. And we see what my opponent has here. He actually had the Blizzard, but he just decided not to use it, which is interesting, but fine for me. I'm just gonna go to my Swampert, because energy on my Swampert is a way more worth than energy on my Tapu Koko, in my opinion. I get the shield there against the Talonflame, and my opponent messes up here, goes for a one too much Incinerate, and now we have a shield advantage, a switch advantage, and we have a Registeel against the Swampert. I kind of wanted to no-shield here, to be honest, just because, and then we maybe could have swept with Tapu Koko, but my opponent just decided to leave this game anyway, so good game there. Galvantula in the lead. This is very decent. We are electric and fairy type, and we resist both of his attacks, Lunge and the electric type moves, and I don't know if my opponent knows that we have a Brave Bird here. He doesn't, and we just gonna win the lead with energy advantage, and we see a Ninetales coming in. I'm actually not sure if Brave Bird or the Thunderbolt does more damage. Let me see this real quick. I have my own version of Poke, which you know from my other videos as well. Let me see real quick. I have my Tapu Koko already with the stats in there and the moves. Tapu Koko in Ultra League against the Ninetales. Let's see, the Brave Bird does 62%, while the Thunderbolt does 51%. So if you're in a neutral scenario and you know you can only throw one charge move anyway, or you want to swap out afterwards, you should always go for the Brave Bird, because the Brave Bird has the same energy than the Thunderbolt, but you do more damage. So there's also some very valuable information for you. Here I had to guess that he goes for the Bubble Beam bait in the beginning. He baits me here, it doesn't matter anymore, because we guessed the first Bubble Beam bait there correctly. We're gonna be able to win this game, which was insane, because we had to guess there, and it was like such a risky guess, but I had nothing else to do there, and we're gonna be able to win this game easily. Worst possible lead there, and we see the Venus. So this is actually my first game, so you already know how this is gonna go. But yeah, this was the first game I played with this team. First perfect hard counter in the lead, and then the Venusaur coming in as a safe stop. And they don't even care about the potential Earthquake, which would just one-shot them, I think, at this range already. It does like a crazy amount. And yeah, he also got an extra free move in there, which was very annoying before, which put me low enough. I mean, right now, it is how the game is supposed to be. Like, I always complain because it's like so inconsistent. Like, hopefully it really is like this. We're gonna see next season that all the quick moves go through no matter what, which would be very good, because then we have consistency. At least that is what they are working on right now. Here we have Cresselia against us. We have to double bait, otherwise we don't get to the Shadow Ball in time against them. And we see that we're gonna be able to get there just in time. They were just at their move. We can go for the Shadow Ball, KO them. And we see the Swampert coming back in, and my opponent makes a great play now. I mean, I had to kind of throw, I think, but my opponent, never mind, he tried to swap out there perfectly, but I think I got a refund there. Like, basically, I shouldn't have got this move off, but sadly my opponent just barely gets to the charge move here in time. I needed one more turn to get to my next move, and we both died at the same time. This was like the simultaneously KO, what I said before. That was the first game I played with this team. Next up we have Talonflame against us. We see the Obstagoon coming in there. Sadly I don't have the Dazzling Gleam here, but this is also still fine. My opponent got way too many moves in there. You saw him like, I only went for 2 quick moves and he already had a charge move. I don't know, this is not how it's supposed to be. But we're gonna be able to get this Obstagoon, which is very nice. He goes back into the Talonflame and throws immediately. I take this, and I'm in a very decent spot now. I can take this Flame Charge, we see some lag, and we can just go for a Hydro Cannon here right now and get the one shield already. We have to shield against him as well, which is fine. We get the extra move through, which is also fine. It goes for a Flame Charge, which is also okay. And we just overfarm a little bit, go for the Hydro Cannon. And this Hydro Cannon gonna be able to get the last shield, and we can still KO him before he gets to another move because he overtapped there. So good game there. We see the Scrafty coming in. Nothing he can do anymore. Nothing at all. We can just go for 2 Hydro Cannon to win. There's literally nothing. He goes for a Power Punch as well. And this puts him low enough that I can just Shadow Claw him down. And yeah. Pretty easy. You see how good the backline is. Yeah, this was actually my favorite game. You see the Machamp lead, which is always it's pretty okay, but I think we would lose this in a 2-shield easily. In comes the Trevenant. Bye. Yeah, like someone didn't expect the Brave Bird there thing. I mean, the Pokemon is not even out in every zone. Like I used my remote pass, of course, to get this. There was actually a bug where Tapu Koko was available in Go Battle League rewards for like half an hour or an hour, even though it wasn't even available in the current time zone, which some people took advantage of, which I saw on Twitter as well, which I wish I also took advantage of, but I tried to and I only got a Fortress, so didn't really work out that well. But it is fine. We go into, I think that's the last game, is it? No, we have still way longer to go. It feels so fast. Maybe because Tapu Koko is so fast. We see the Drapion against us, and he revealed already to us that he only runs the Aqua Tail, which means we can take the next move, and we're going to be able to win at least shield or the switch advantage here in the lead against the Drapion, which is crazy. At least, like, the thing with Tapu Koko is you need 16 turns or 4 ward switches for the first move, but only 12 turns or 3 ward switches for the second move, which is at least pretty decent. And here we're going to be able to KO this Drapion in time with our Swampert. We have a shield advantage. He goes into Scrafty, which is very good for me. And I can just go for some Hydro Cannon. And I think it wasn't even the best Scrafty because you see how much it did. This must be like a hundo or something. Because the damage, like usually they should be able to survive 2 of them. And here this guy only survived 1 and like died after the second. And we see the Mud coming in. And Swampert just completely destroyed the entire team from my opponent. Bye. It didn't even need a shield. Like it destroyed like 3 Pokemon there. Insane. We have another bad lead. Swampert. We go into our own Swampert. And my opponent tries to catch on the Walrein. We can go for the Earthquake. Oh, like Swampert is so underrated in general. Look at this. We get the shield there. Fine. We can go for another Earthquake. I don't think my opponent gonna shield this. And he doesn't. And we can let it go. And he goes for the Icicle Spear. And we can get to the Hydro Cannon in time. And I have no idea how. But we gain back 2 shields here from my opponent. And yeah, I'm just gonna take this. I can farm down with my Tapu Koko. I'm just gonna swap out here because I want to farm him. He goes for the Icicle Spear. Fine. And he goes into Giratina. And Giratina, he goes straight for the Dragon Claw, which is not the right play. We can just still go for Brave Bird. I think I should have went for 1 more Volt Switch in time. I think maybe I would have been able to get to the next charge move, but like this I don't. But holy hell, there's still a lot of damage. And now we put him into range for 1 Seed Bomb already because the Shadow Claw damage is already adding up. So this should KO. And it does. And we're gonna see my opponent goes into his own Swampert. And he's gonna be able to catch the move as well, I think. If I remember correctly. Yeah, he's gonna be able to catch the move. Doesn't matter, we still survive an Earthquake or 2 Hydro Cannon, I think, as well. I don't know. But we're gonna be able to get to the Seed Bomb here anyway. I tried to swap out, the game didn't work again. Thanks. He goes for the Earthquake, we still survive, we can go for the move. And we're gonna be able to win this game. Easy peasy. And now we should go into the last game, which was also the loss, as you could imagine, because we didn't have one yet. Spoiler alert. Oh no. Deoxys defense lead is actually pretty decent-ish, but my opponent makes it really well here. My opponent goes for the Psycho Boost here, and he's gonna be able to win because of this. If he didn't, I think if he went for the Rock Slide before, maybe he wouldn't have won this, but this wasn't very nice. He goes into Talonflame, and here it starts already lagging. We can go for the first move, which is fine. He makes a great play there by no-shielding this. I thought I could have farmed him already. We're gonna shield here. And look at the next move now. I'm gonna go for 2 mud shots. And I try to go for the move. And he wins CMP. 2 moves times, like 2 2-turn moves are 4 turns. Here's a 5-turn move, quick move. We lose CMP against a Talonflame. I actually don't know if Swampert loses here CMP against against a Talonflame. Let me see real quick. Swampert against the Talonflame. There's always something that don't we know. Talonflame actually wins. Okay, this was at least fine, but the thing is there shouldn't have been a CMP in the first place, and this like does a lot here anyway, because now we're in such a bad position. There's nothing we can do anymore. It would have changed a lot, I think, but maybe we would have still lost here. Walrein is a little bit tricky to deal with this team, but still, thanks all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna showcase a lot more Generation 7 Pokemon in the next few days on my channel, so make sure to follow. Thanks for watching, see you in the next video, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.